If you are always forgetting things, like the names of people you meet or where you put your keys, here are 6 things that could make it worse. Now, I don't usually like to give the worst side, but sometimes it's helpful to know what not to do. You get where I'm coming from? Okay. So, number 1, things that might be making your forgetfulness worse. Not getting enough sleep, not sleeping enough, can affect your ability to learn new things by up to 40%, and it can affect the hippocampus part of your brain, which is responsible for making new memories. Making memories like where I left my keys, where I left my phone, where I left my glasses. Now, on the other hand, all the memories of all the Rick Springfield songs and all those scenes he was in General Hospital, I remember all of those, right? Well, those tend to stick in a different part of the memory and they stick there longer. But we're going to protect the hippocampus by getting enough sleep. Number 2, multitasking. Forgetting things can sometimes be an attention problem. Are you taking notes, Chad Hill? Yeah. We're looking in the mirror with this one. So if you're distracted or multitasking, says the guy with 3 computer screens in front of him, we're more prone to forgetting. Yes, I'm taking notes. Very good. Number 3, not exercising or moving your body. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain and helps to protect brain cells. Exercise also helps reduce the risk of common illnesses that are linked to memory loss, including high blood pressure and high cholesterol. Number 4, drinking alcohol. It can damage brain cells, and long-term drinking can cause the brain to decrease in size. I think we've all seen that in our lives, maybe in your own life or somebody that you know. So kind of back off the alcohol a little bit. Smoking. This includes cigarettes and marijuana. I thought it was interesting that they pointed that out in this study. Smoking can impair lung and heart function, which slows oxygen transport to the brain, and lost oxygen in your brain can lead to less brain function and memory loss. So, smoking, it's out. Number 6, not eating certain foods. If you're looking for foods to boost brain function, opt for the leafy vegetables like spinach and arugula and the stuff that tastes horrendous. I always say arugula is, if you could taste sadness, it would taste like arugula. But it's good for your brain, okay? Fatty fish, your salmon, berries, tea and coffee, and walnuts. You ever notice walnuts look like a brain? It's a pattern. It's God's way of letting you know, hey, this is good for your brain. Tomatoes look like the heart. Walnuts look like a brain. So there you go. It's a pattern. It's to let you know. Also, lay off anything with aluminum in it. Okay, you got to be really careful with aluminum because aluminum dust particles can get into your brain, and that's what they're thinking might be a leading cause of dementia. That all that aluminum buildup in your brain. So things to look out for, protect your memory. And of course, for me, if I want to remember somebody's name, as they're talking, I'll be reciting it in my head as I'm listening to them. I'll just sort of replay it in my head. And because your name is important. Your name's important to you, so your name's got to be important to me as well. My name is Chad Hill. I hope that's important to you. And if it's not, that's okay, because The Breakfast Club and 106.1 The River should be important to you. And I'm glad you're here. 7:18, we're going to come back with, what's his name? No, I'm kidding. Weatherman Dan. Also, Michael Jackson on the way in just minutes here on 106.1 The River.